welcome to the first ever Unmasked Mental Health podcast.
I'm Doug, this is Logan. Hi.
Bonjour.
Bonjour. This is just a podcast, really a quick podcast, just to tell you what we're about and what our podcast is going to be about.
That's the main thing really, yeah, just a quick info on Unmasked Mental Health, what we do, why we want to create this podcast, and what's going to happen with it really. So the reason why we're here is we have developed an app, a social peer-to-peer support app for mental health, with the opportunity where you can remain anonymous, completely anonymous. You don't have to show your face, release your bio, anything like that. So that's what we've developed, and then our journey has progressed and progressed and progressed, and this is why we are here. So we are just wanting to help with mental health.
This is, as I said, Logan said, this is why we're here. This podcast is going to be for anybody that wants to ask us any questions. If they want to give their advice to somebody else and remain completely anonymous, that's what we're here for. That's the point in the app and the podcast, obviously.
That's it, yeah. So what we're wanting from you guys is to send in any questions about mental health, anything that you want to get off your chest, and we can read it out.
Coping mechanisms.
Coping mechanisms. If you feel like you've had a really good day today and you're wanting to let everyone know how you have had a good day and the reason why you've had a good day, it might be that you've just done one simple little thing like meditation for 10 minutes in the car on the way to work, or you have went to the cinema last night and saw a really good film. You've woke up in such a great mood that you wanted to tell people that you can let them help their mental health journey.
Likewise, if you've got a story and you want to come on and sit next to us and tell people about your story and where you are today and what everything you've been through and how you've got over that or how you're coping with that, just get in touch. We'll arrange for you to come on as well. We'd love to have you as a guest. We're also looking for guest speakers. We've got one lined up at the moment. We won't tell you who it is, but
Bit of a surprise on that one.
It's a bit of a good one.
It is a good one.
But yeah.
Yeah, definitely. So me and Doug have both had our mental health journey, and very different stories. These stories will probably come out later down the line in the podcast. It might be that we say it next week. But both of our stories are completely different, and we have both managed to overcome and progress in our life and carry on. And hopefully now it's our turn to give back and help other people. So that's why we created this podcast. We really want people to be engaged and, get these questions across. And I hope that we can gain that sort of trust with you guys.
We want it to be fun more than anything. A bit of fun, just try and get people talking really, see, how we can deal with things. If you want any suggestions for a podcast, something we can do as well, a joke section, anything really, give us your advice. We've got our info email, so if you do want any questions answering or anything you want to ask, just email us info@unmaskedmentalhealth.co.uk. One of us will pick it up and we'll reply to you straight away.
Right guys, so that was just a quick introduction, a bit of a snapshot on our podcast. We have already recorded a podcast. We just wanted to get one across as a bit of a feeler to see what you think. If you want to give us some questions, fire them questions across. If you want some answers, reach out and we will answer them questions. Just a bit of a reminder though, we are not professionals in mental health. We are just following our dream.
And nor are we professionals on podcasts.
Exactly. But we're just, like I said, we're following our dream in mental health, and hopefully we can help somebody else with their journey. So just like I said, we are not professionals, but please reach out to us, give us some questions, hopefully we can answer, and we'll see you next week on the next one.